Hi YouTube, this is Janice back with you again after quite a long absence. I'm very happy to be back after battling many illnesses. Tonight I want to talk briefly to you about Joseph, and the topic being centered around sometimes there's a minor setback for a major comeback. And I just to give a little background information about Joseph. Joseph was the son of Jacob and Rachel. Um, Jacob actually worked for his father-in-law for 7 years trying to win Rachel. What he didn't know is that he was tricked into marrying her older sister, Leah. So he did marry Leah, but he also married Rachel. And he had a total of 12 sons. His first son, the first set of sons were with Leah. But he did have Joseph, who was very much favored by him. And he always favored Joseph. Joseph was he was very smart. He was a dreamer. He had charisma. He was just a delightful child, and he was a delightful person. Very smart. And this made his other brothers very jealous of him. As a matter of fact, his father sewed a coat of many colors. And what that meant was a distinction of power, of wisdom. And his father had made this coat for him. And out of jealousy, his brothers kidnapped him and sold him in Egypt. And they didn't have any idea where he was or anything, but eventually he was found. In thinking over this story, it's very much like a soap opera. Sometimes in being a dreamer, oftentimes Joseph would tell things about what he had dreamed, and he was just so full of life, and he wanted people to know what he thought and his feelings. So sometimes you can do that. I'm guilty of that myself. Sometimes you just be so happy with things you tell people, and sometimes you tell the wrong person. So you have to be cautious about who you tell and what you tell. And that was one of the things that was possibly his downfall, for allowing people to know too much about him. But as the story goes on, Joseph was successful. However, he overcame the spiritual hates of his life with his brothers, and he became a very wealthy, very well-respected person. Sometimes when we're going through things and it's like you don't see a way out, but sometimes all it takes is just your continued faith in God and your belief that you will overcome. And that is pretty much how Joseph felt. He never lost his faith. He never said anything that he would regret as to what he had been through in his life. And that story is a good example of people feeling like your beginning is not necessarily your ending. And with that, Joseph had a pretty rough beginning, but in the end, it all worked out. So that, with that in mind, that is what kind of directed me to the story. is that sometimes you do go through minor problems, and they don't seem minor when you're going through them, not at all. Sometimes it seems endless and you wonder, will you get through at all? But sometimes these minor setbacks are what it takes for you to make a major comeback. And I know you may question that, but if you just hold on, if you just keep your faith, if you just let God have His way, you will be able to see that all beginnings are not necessarily how things will end. I want to come back with several things that I want to bring to you that I have done in my life, things that I'm experiencing today. But no matter what you're going through, no matter what it looks like, just know that whatever is happening now is not the end. Just keep hope alive. Remain faithful to God and watch what He will do in your life.